how are you going? Dr. Brooklyn Storm here. If we haven't met, hi, I'm a private practice specialist. I've been in private practice for 30 years, hold a PhD, was awarded Health Practitioner of the Year a few years ago. A couple of weeks ago, was awarded Business Coach of the Year. And I'm here to share bite-sized little videos and chunks of information, insights, private practice wisdom, education, knowledge, tools, all the things over the next 90 days to help you get ahead in your private practice. And today what I want to talk about is something that's super important. I didn't know about it for the longest time. I didn't do it for the longest time. And I'm here today to tell you that you must. Okay, this is the thing. If you're in private practice, it's highly likely that you're probably being asked by your clients things like, hey, can you write me a support letter? Maybe your client says to you, doorknob confession, they're just about to finish the session, they put their hand on the doorknob and they go, oh, by the way, my employer needs a report from you. Oh, by the way, the school needs a letter about Jemima's behavior or something and what you're doing about it and all of this. Oh, by the way, can you just whip me up a letter for the pediatrician because he's going to need that. These things happen, right? And then what happens is it's the end of the session. We end up staying back. We write the letter in our personal time. And somehow we always end up doing this. We're writing them in a personal time, we're staying back, or we're writing them on weekends, or all these kinds of things are happening, right? And it can be a problem because once you start doing it, you become quite aware that you're doing it. And over time, you can start to see just how many hours you spend that aren't billable. Well, they are billable. You're just not charging for them because maybe you didn't know you could, maybe it just never occurred to you to charge, or maybe you don't know what fee to charge. But let me talk you through some of the things that you absolutely must be charging for as part of your private practice. The first thing is letters to third parties. So as I said, sometimes your client's going to ask you, can you please write me a letter for Sorry. Buddy, come. Buddy, come. Sorry, we just got Buddy, come. Buddy, come here. Sorry, we just got a delivery and Buddy's barking. Buddy, come. Buddy, come. Sorry. Okay, Buddy, come here. Quick, Buddy. Okay, I'm just going to get Buddy. Come here, good boy. Okay. So they're going to ask you, can you write a letter to the school? Can you write a letter to the pediatrician? Can you write a letter to my employer? Buddy, come on. And they're things that you can absolutely charge for. The other things that happen is maybe you got a client who sends you an email. No problem. Clients send emails sometimes. That's okay. But if your client responds back to you, so let's say they've sent you an email saying, oh, hey there, Brooklyn, can't come to my appointment. You know, my dog is really sick today. And yeah, I've got to stay home, look after my dog. And then I write back and I say, okay, I understand. Let's reschedule the appointment. Or, you know, I explain my cancellation policy. And then I say, you know, I hope your dog feels better soon. And then they write back and they say, oh, thank you so much, Brooklyn. Yes, you know, he's got the parvovirus and oh, he's been sick overnight and he's off to the vet and the vet's really lovely and blah, blah, blah. And then it starts this whole thing, right? Or maybe you've got a client who emails you about anxiety or depression or whatever it is that they might be going through. You write back because you should, like that's the professional and the polite thing to do. You write back, but then they write back and they're expecting a response and things like this. And an email thread starts, right? And then there's almost an expectation from the client that you're going to reply. And then if you don't, it's almost like there's bad blood now between you because they're expecting that you would have written back. You haven't. Now they're sending you another email saying, did you read my last email? Did you see the email I sent you this morning? Did you see the email I sent you the day before yesterday? All of this. And it can start to get a little bit sticky and complicated, and you might start to feel pressured or resentful or any of those types of things, right? It creates a shift in the dynamic. You know, so email threads. So letters to third parties, email threads, and the other one is reports. You know, towards the end of this session, a client will say to you, oh, by the way, I'm going to need a report for legal aid because I didn't pay toll, my CityLink fines. I didn't pay them. And I told my lawyer that I'm seeing you. And so he's asked you to write him a report. So can you just do that? And you do it because it doesn't occur to you to charge for it. It doesn't, hello, trouble. It doesn't occur to you to charge for it. No, baby. It doesn't occur to you to invoice. It doesn't occur to you to get paid up front. Guess what happens? You either do it for nothing, or if you say to somebody, oh yeah, listen, you know, here's the letter, and here's an invoice for it, they're going to feel upset with you because they didn't know that they had to pay for it, and they're either not going to pay, or they won't pay the invoice, and then they just won't come back and see you at all. They'll ghost you and they'll go and find another practitioner to work with. So my advice is, just like you charge for sessions with your clients, start charging for all these other things that you're doing, all these admin things. These activities are billable activities and you must be charging for them. It's up to you what you want to charge. I'm going to do a video for the subscribers in a moment, where I will break down the costs and what to charge out for each of these activities. But boy, oh boy, does it make a difference to your revenue? Does it make a difference to how you show up for your clients? Does it make a difference to the level of service you provide for clients? And does it make a difference to the amount of requests that come through? This is a game changer if you've been in private practice, and only having fees really for some reports or some assessments and the direct client work. So I just wanted you to know, absolutely, you know, put something together, let people know what you're going to charge, include it in your onboarding packet, include it in your consent form, something like that. Find a place that feels okay, appropriate, ethical for you to include it, pop it in there, let them know, and then start charging it. You believe you me, your lawyer's charging for all of this, your psychiatrist is charging for all of this, your GP charges for all of this. You are a health professional, and if you want to be seen as a health professional, you need to start charging for these things too, especially if you're a counsellor, because counselling is a profession that's in the process of trying to raise its profile. Not going to raise your profile if you're doing everything free of charge and pro bono this, pro bono that, da 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 da. Okay, all right. I hope that this was helpful. I'm going to go and record a video now for the subscribers. If you're not a subscriber yet and you'd like to be, let me know in the comments and I will send you the link. There's also a link in one of the pinned posts on this Facebook business page, so you can click that as well. I think it's about $4.99 or something to be a subscriber. Totally worth it. Okay, have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye.